Chinese scientists, some linked to the military, have been experimenting with a COVID-like virus found in pangolins known as GXP2V. They've used this to infect humanized mice, which means these mice were engineered to express a protein found in humans. This is key for understanding how the virus might react in our bodies. Incredibly, every single mouse infected with this pathogen died within just 8 days. The speed of this is not just alarming, but also surprising to the researchers. But that's not all. They found high levels of the virus in unexpected places, the mice's brains and eyes. This suggests that, unlike the COVID we know, this strain spreads and multiplies in unique ways throughout the body. Let's take a step back. This virus, GXP2V, was initially discovered in pangolins in Malaysia. Remember, pangolins were considered a potential intermediate host for COVID passing from bats to humans. Fast forward, and now we have multiple copies of this cloned virus evolving in a Beijing lab. In the study, 8 mice were infected with the virus, and their decline was rapid and severe. Symptoms included white eyes, weight loss, and fatigue. What's shocking is the significant amount of virus found in their brains, lungs, noses, eyes, and windpipes. By day 6, the virus in the lungs had decreased, but their brains showed exceptionally high viral levels. This virus acts differently from COVID. It seems to initially infect via the respiratory system and then aggressively attack the brain. This is unlike COVID-19, which primarily causes lung infections and pneumonia in severe cases. The key cause of death in these mice appears to be severe brain infection. Now, let's talk economics and how this virus could affect the world economy. The initial reaction to such a discovery could be a wave of panic across global markets. We're already in a delicate phase, with economies recovering from the COVID-19 pandemic and facing inflationary pressures. The mere possibility of another pandemic could send investors into a frenzy, leading to a sell-off in stock markets and a flight to safer assets like gold and government bonds. But it's more than just immediate market reactions. Think about the broader economic implications. If this new strain were to jump to humans, we could see governments reimposing lockdowns and travel bans. The memories of COVID-19 are still fresh, and a similar response could be expected, albeit potentially more stringent. This would mean significant disruptions in global trade and supply chains, echoing the challenges we saw during the early days of the COVID-19 pandemic. The sectoral impact would vary. Travel, tourism, and hospitality could face severe blows as international and even domestic movements are restricted. Consumer spending, a key driver of economic growth, would likely plummet as public fear and saving tendencies surge. On the flip side, as we saw with COVID-19, sectors like pharmaceuticals, healthcare, and technology, especially in remote communications and e-commerce, might experience a boom due to increased demand. Developing economies could be hit hardest. Many of these countries are still grappling with the economic fallout of the previous pandemic and might not have the resources or infrastructure to handle another health crisis. This could exacerbate global inequalities, leading to a more pronounced and prolonged economic slowdown worldwide. Let's consider the long-term outlook. The uncertainty surrounding this new strain could lead to a more cautious approach in global economic policy. Governments and central banks might prioritize bolstering healthcare systems, investing in pandemic preparedness, and ensuring economic stability. This could shift the focus from immediate growth to long-term resilience, influencing investment trends and fiscal policies globally. The role of science and technology can't be overstated. Just as with COVID-19, rapid advancements in vaccine and treatment research could play a crucial role in mitigating both the health crisis and its economic impacts. The speed and effectiveness of these responses would be key determinants in how quickly and effectively the global economy could rebound from such a shock. Clearly, the potential economic implications of this new coronavirus strain are vast and complex. From immediate market reactions to long-term policy shifts, the global economy could face a range of challenges and opportunities. As we continue to monitor this development, the resilience and adaptability of global markets will once again be put to the test. Beyond the economic realm, the emergence of this new coronavirus strain could also have significant geopolitical ramifications, particularly concerning US-China relations. The discovery of this lethal virus in a Beijing lab potentially linked to the Chinese military, could exacerbate existing tensions between the two superpowers. Let's rewind to the initial outbreak of COVID-19. The pandemic sparked a flurry of accusations and counter-accusations between the US and China. Issues ranged from the origins of the virus to the transparency and effectiveness of each country's response. This new development could reignite similar debates, adding fuel to the already smoldering mistrust. The potential security implications of a lab-engineered, highly lethal virus cannot be understated. From the US perspective, this might raise concerns about biosecurity and the militarization of biological research. Such concerns could lead to calls for increased scrutiny of biotechnology exchanges and collaborations with China, impacting scientific, economic, and diplomatic ties. The reaction of the international community, led by the US, would be pivotal. If the US government or public perceives the situation as a biosecurity threat emanating from China, it could lead to a tougher stance on various fronts: trade, technology, and even military positioning in the Asia-Pacific region. This scenario could lead to a more polarized global order, with other nations possibly being forced to pick sides. Moreover, this situation might prompt a stronger push for international regulations and oversight regarding high-risk virological research. The US could spearhead efforts to establish or strengthen global norms and protocols to prevent similar situations in the future. Such initiatives, while important for global health security, could also become points of contention between the US and China, especially if they are perceived as attempts to control or limit China's scientific and military advancements. While the study on this new strain is fairly new, its implications are already a topic of intense debate. How will global markets react to this potential threat? Are we looking at a shift in investor behavior, or will the economic impact be short-lived? The uncertainty is palpable. In conclusion, the discovery of a new, lethal coronavirus strain in a Chinese lab could potentially strain US-China relations further, impacting not just these two countries but the entire global landscape. The delicate balance of international diplomacy, trade, and security might face new challenges, underscoring the need for careful, collaborative approaches to manage not just the health crisis, but also the ensuing geopolitical complexities. Finally, let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Will this development lead to economic turmoil, or are global markets resilient enough to weather this storm? Don't forget to like and share this video and subscribe for more economic insights and updates. Stay informed and stay ahead with Thax Vibes. Until next time, keep an eye on the markets and stay safe.